Quentin Tarantino, you all know who he is, I don't need to introduce him, hates Marvel. He's not a fan of Marvel. He's not looking for a job and doesn't want to direct a Marvel movie. Because as he says, Marvel directors are just hired hands. Which he's partially right about, but he's also a hypocrite because just a year and a half ago, he talked about how he, at one point, was very much after a Marvel job. So yeah, this came at us from an interview with Variety, where they were asking him about some of the opportunities in Hollywood and whether he would ever want to direct a comic book film. And specifically, what draws him to these big franchises, what pulls him away from them, and obviously the recent news that his Star Trek film was canceled. And look, I'll be real with you about his Star Trek film. Good, because he's not a good fit for Star Trek, I'm sorry, but he's probably not even a good fit for Marvel. Even if they did offer it to him, I think it would be a film that's just not a good fit for what he does, the type of language he uses, and how he makes his film. His films are great in their own right, but that's because they're his films. So when he said that he's not interested in directing a MCU film because directors are simply hired hands, he's right, and he's also wrong. You're hired, and you're allowed to put your own spin and creative input on it, but you have to confine to the MCU and do the job that you're asked of and connect it to things and build up things. Right? Chloe Zhao's movie, Eternals, is a Chloe Zhao movie. Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange 2 is Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange. Like, it's very much Sam Raimi. Again, I get what he's saying, but also, what doesn't sit well with me here is he talks about how Marvel, all this and that, children's and all that. But if you go back and read the old interview with him that was published about 2 years ago, you're going to see that he talks about how at one point he went to Marvel to talk to them about a Luke Cage film. This is in the late 90s. And he talks about how he loved reading Luke Cage, Shang-Chi, Iron Fist, Werewolf by Night, Tomb of Dracula, and Blade. So, look, I get what he's trying to say. And yeah, times have changed since back in the day to maybe when he wanted to do a Luke Cage movie. But at the same time, it is what it is, right? Quentin Tarantino doesn't make a lot of films. And a lot of the reasons he doesn't make a lot of films is because the studios will not just give him free reins to do whatever he wants with a specific IP. Again, coming back to Star Trek. There's no room in Star Trek for the type of film and language that he wants to use, especially in the way they present the future. It just doesn't work. It's been one of the main criticisms in regards to everything modern Star Trek outside of Strange New Worlds, because they just missed the point. And I think he largely would have missed the point as well. So it's kind of interesting to see him bad-mouthing Marvel when at one point he was after a Marvel job, loved the Marvel comics, and like talked so positively about them. But I get it. Time has changed. Time has passed, and, you know, he's a different person now, so kind of fits.